The village road buzzes with anticipation as a crowd gathers under the warm, inviting sunlight. A distant figure appears, drawing the villagers' attention like a beacon. Jesus approaches, the crowd eagerly moving towards him. His presence electrifies the air, a golden glow enveloping the scene. A multitude gathers, their faces reflecting a mix of hope and desperation. The road buzzes with anticipation as the crowd surges forward, a sea of faces. People jostle, their eyes fixed on a single point, eager to witness the unfolding miracle. Excitement ripples through the air, palpable and thick, as more people arrive. Each person pushes, driven by a profound need, their hopes pinned on the approaching figure. Amidst the throng, a small child stands almost unseen, a silent observer in the bustling village road. Straining upwards, they rise onto tiptoes, a desperate yearning in their eyes to glimpse Jesus. The crowd's legs are a wall, blocking the child's view. A hopeful anticipation flickers across their face. A child's eye view, a dizzying forest of legs and flowing robes, an overwhelming crowd pressing close, fragmented glimpses of faces, a sea of towering figures. The child's small hand reaches out, swallowed by the immensity of the world around. Dusty sandals shuffle past, each step a thunderous echo in the child's perception. A kaleidoscope of colors and textures, a world too big to comprehend. The child looks up, lost in the labyrinthine maze of the village road. The village road bustles with life, a vibrant tapestry of motion and sound. I steel myself, ready to take the next step into the unknown. Suddenly, an unseen force throws me off balance. A clumsy passerby bumps into me, sending me stumbling backward. My plans are thwarted, momentum lost in the crowded chaos. On a village road, a disciple stands guard, blocking the path with a stern look. The disciple gestures dismissively, his face set against any interruption. "Stay back," the disciple commands, his voice firm and unwavering. "Jesus is busy," he adds, reinforcing the barrier with an unyielding resolve. A vibrant village road teems with life as villagers go about their day. Amidst the lively chaos, a child tugs at a villager's sleeve, seeking attention. The villager brusquely dismisses the child's plea. "Not now." The child's face falls, momentarily lost in the throng of people. Sunlight filters through the bustling scene, highlighting the everyday struggles. Life continues, indifferent to the small dramas playing out in its midst. On the village road, a child's face is etched with disappointment, eyes fixed on the ground. A quiet turn, each movement heavy with unspoken defeat, the small frame conveying a sense of utter invisibility. The air hangs thick with unacknowledged sorrow as the child's solitude deepens in the empty road. Each step away echoes with the silent pain of feeling unseen and unheard in the vast world. Jesus, walking down the village road, is suddenly surrounded by a crowd. He stops abruptly, his presence commanding silence as all eyes turn toward him. His gaze sweeps across the sea of faces, searching, connecting with each soul. The crowd watches with bated breath, awaiting his words, his next move. The village road bustles with life, a sea of faces passing by. Jesus' gaze sweeps across the crowd, searching, knowing. His eyes lock onto a solitary figure, a child lost in dejection. The child's small frame seems to shrink further into the dust. A silent connection forms between them across the distance. The village road stretches, bathed in warm sunlight. Jesus smiles, a beacon of serenity and kindness. His gentle eyes reflect boundless compassion. "Bring the child to me," Jesus says, his voice filled with warmth. A hush falls over the village road, the crowd silenced by an unseen force. Faces in the crowd display a mixture of shock and bewilderment. Amongst the disciples, confused glances are exchanged. The air crackles with unspoken questions and mounting tension. The village road is filled, a sea of faces turning as one. A hush falls, the air thick with anticipation and curiosity. Slowly, hesitantly, the crowd begins to part, a silent river flowing. A narrow path emerges, carved from the throng, leading to the unknown. All eyes are fixed on the child, the focus of this unfolding drama. The child steps onto the village road, each footfall echoing with a mix of dread and anticipation. Heart pounding, the child walks forward. The village road stretches ahead, a path filled with uncertain steps. Each breath is a fragile promise. The child's small figure moves forward, hope flickers in their eyes. On the dusty village road, Jesus kneels, his gaze meeting that of a child. His eyes reflect a profound warmth, a beacon of compassion in the sun-drenched scene. A moment of serene connection, the adult world pausing before the innocence of youth. The child's face, open and curious, mirrors the light in Jesus' eyes. Dust motes dance around them, unnoticed in the depth of their shared moment. Dust rises on the sun-baked village road as the day beats down with relentless intensity. Jesus appears, his presence a beacon of serenity against the harsh landscape. A gentle smile graces his lips, radiating warmth and understanding into the parched world. His eyes hold a profound knowing, piercing through the surface to touch the heart. "You are not too small," Jesus says, his voice carrying a soothing reassurance. "You are seen." Jesus, a beacon of serenity, looks out over the crowd. His gentle eyes reflect compassion, a silent invitation to all. "Let the children come to me," he declares, his voice carrying a divine authority. "God's kingdom belongs to hearts like this," Jesus says, filled with love. Silence descends upon the village road. Faces in the crowd etched with mixed emotions, some cast down in shame. Others gaze into the distance, lost in thought, as the weight of recent events settles heavily upon the village. A palpable sense of peace begins to permeate the air, slowly quelling the turmoil that had gripped the road. The village road breathes again, the collective exhale a silent testament to shared burdens and a fragile hope. On the dusty village road, Jesus extends a gentle hand, preparing to offer a blessing. His touch is feather light as he places his hand on the child's head, radiating warmth and serenity. A tender moment of divine grace passes between them, under the watchful eyes of onlookers. Jesus speaks with profound gentleness. God loves the humble heart. God loves the trusting heart. His voice resonates with unwavering love and acceptance. God loves you. A hush falls over the village road as the crowd begins to stir, an expectant energy rippling through the onlookers. A pathway forms, carved out by curious eyes and hushed whispers, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Those at the back surge forward, drawn by an unseen force, their faces etched with a mixture of hope and apprehension. The shifting crowd resembles a sea parting, revealing a path into the heart of the village. Each movement is deliberate, a silent agreement to make way for what or who is coming. The air crackles with unspoken questions as the crowd reshapes itself, creating a stage for destiny. On the village road, a hand extends, offering a piece of bread. The child looks up, eyes wide with a mix of surprise and hope. The simple act of kindness seeks to bridge a gap, offering inclusion. A silent invitation hangs in the air, a promise of acceptance. The bread, a symbol of hope, offered in the dusty road. On the village road, a child walks, their small hand nearly touching Jesus' robe, their earlier obscurity now replaced by joyful visibility. Sunlight bathes the child's face, radiant with uncontainable happiness, a stark contrast to their previously hidden existence. Each step they take is filled with newfound lightness. The child looks up at Jesus, their eyes sparkling with pure, unadulterated joy and trust. A transformation is complete, from unnoticed to utterly radiant. The child embodies hope and acceptance on the dusty village road. The sun dips low, painting the village road in hues of gold as Jesus walks gently with the child. Dusty paths glow warmly, each step measured, a silent promise in the air. Shadows lengthen, stretching like secrets across ancient stones and humble doorways. The child's small hand, secure in Jesus, reflects innocence against the fading light. A serene stillness blankets the scene, broken only by the soft rustle of evening breezes. Hope lingers in the air, a golden benediction whispered on the wind. Sunset paints the village road in hues of gold and shadow. As the sun bids its farewell, a gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of earth and distant wood smoke. If you feel forgotten, Jesus sees you, a voice echoes, soft yet firm. If you feel too small, Jesus makes room for you. The narration continues, a comforting promise in the air. Because in God's eyes, you matter. The words resonate as the light fades, leaving hope in the twilight. Sunset paints the village road with fiery hues. The world is bathed in fading light as the day ends. Golden light illuminates the tranquil path, stretching into the horizon, promising peace. As twilight descends, a message appears, offering hope and daily verses. More verses like this follow for daily hope, a gentle invitation to find solace in words.